Right, today, little koi appreciation snippet. Right now what I've got in front of me is a Sansai Kohaku from Dragon Lineage at Dainichi. This fish I've had since Tosai. You can see here on the certificate, one I got from one of the auctions. Came to me at 33 cm and it's done exceptionally well, as you'll be able to see. Absolute powerhouse of the fish. This one got loads of them Dainichi characteristics sort of showing. So yeah, size wise at the minute, and bearing in mind this is still growing as well. Just kind of interrupted it, pulled it out of the growing pond just to do this video. But we are hitting 65 cm bang on there with this one, and it is a male fish. So whether or not you pick that up, I don't know, but that is a prime example of sort of what I've been on about here with the whole male-female debate. With the right lineage and right characteristics, great things can be achieved at 65 cm right now. That is in line with 3-year-old fish I've got in Japan at good farms. It's a sort of average size we expect 3 years at a high quality farm to be hitting, having been mud pond raised. You can see it's not lacking body volume, it's not lacking quality either. Looking absolutely superb, so I'm very happy what it's done, given that's been raised here in the UK in one of my 3.5k ponds with about 20 other inhabitants. So yeah, real great result so far. It's still a fish that really is improving a lot. I mean, the body is super impressive. We can sort of see as I get my hands in the sort of scale and impact. The body volume that it's got is absolutely immense as well. It's got a really simple pattern, very full pattern as well, which is quite nice. But for me, I'm just not getting past this with the body. I mean, great head on it, great length, everything that we look for. Super power still. See the thickness of the peduncle there, absolutely immense. We can see as well, sort of using the size of the fins as a bit of a gauge. There's still, to me, room for this to fill into the fins, which you might, I've not really said that before, but we can often see that in some fish at the younger ages. The fins are quite well proportioned and sometimes looking a little bit larger, and that can be an indicator of what they've got to basically fill into. And yeah, it's certainly playing out with this one. So we'll say up from 33 cm up to 65 now. I mean, we can see here at Tosai, all those body traits were there for all to see. It just fulfilled into them being in the right conditions, and it's still got a long way to go, this one as well. We can see pigmentation wise, I mean, it's in 24-degree water still at the minute, so the pigment is a little bit softer, but there's loads of pigmentation in the scales still to come out as it stands. I mean, the hump forming behind the head there, absolutely brilliant. What has sort of reformed a lot on this is this area here of the sachet has really started tightening up and refining really well. Kiwa's still got some improvement to come. There's a bit of a mix here at the minute of sort of Kamisori and a little bit of Marizomi mixed in there. But yeah, stunning fish. I mean, that even the sort of side profile of it, look, magnificent. At the minute, the Shiroji is there's no kind of conditioning there to the Shiroji at the minute. Like I said, they're very full on the food, 50% colour, 50% growth at the minute as well. And yeah, so as they sort of cool things down for winter really now, we'll spend some time and get the quality of that Shiroji to come right up, and it'll happen pretty quickly when we change things around. But yeah, overall, a very pleasing fish. I think one thing I'm seeing more and more is Dainichi fish. Don't get me wrong, they do have a lot, but it's one variety somehow where when they don't have odame, it seems to, and odame is basically the white tail stop, it does seem to suit these fish more than others. I don't know why that is. More often than not with some particular breeders, when I look at it, I just think only if, but with a lot of these Dainichi patterns, especially the big fuller patterns, it seems to suit it quite well. I don't know if it's because there's just so much power in the peduncle typically, that it doesn't need anything to sort of, you know, visually correct that, if you like. But yeah, really like this one. Like I say, it's been a great result in the raising. Super example of what can be achieved with male fish. So that body volume is never going to go away if raised in the right conditions, and looking at what's going on, it's only going to keep getting bigger and better as well. So yeah, another sort of hats off there for the Dainichi fish. I mean, they really are. They're superb. You know, they do live in a bit of a price bubble. I get it. But male, female with these, like I say, if the characteristics are right, the genetics are there for the fish to really succeed. So, yeah, I don't know what the future holds for this one right now. Sort of pond is about done, although I have got a pond I'm preparing for some top male fish to raise further next year. But let's see. But for now, enjoy super fish, and we'll see where it gets to by the end of the growing season.